What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux, and today we're going to be talking about Point War, the PvP, the place where you show you got them best stat rolls and the best experts out there. So we're going to talk about what you can get in Point War, why you need to be doing Point War, especially as a free-to-play player, and then I'm going to show you some of the units that I use. That way maybe you guys can get some ideas of how to go up in the ranks in Point War. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment down below what you guys think about Point War, PvP, everything related to that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys like this content and you want to see more of it. Please do. Please support me. I love it when you guys do. I love it when you join the live streams and click that bell. That way you guys know when I do live stream. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the video.
So what the night? OP boy. Know that the ride or die. I'm a OP boy. Know that the ride or die.
Alright, so PvP. So it's going to be opened up to you at level 18. Point War. Arena is something different. It's like where you can have friendly matches. It's live PvP. We don't have anything ranked. Like, again, I come from Epic 7, so like, you know, World Arena is nothing like that right now. But Point War, it opens up to you. Level 18. So the whole, you know, what it is basically you're fighting someone else's defense. They set up, it's an AI that you're fighting against, so you just want to make sure that you have units that, you know, can beat those teams. Luckily, you can get a sneak preview of what they have. You can see their account level, you can see the level of those units, you can see if they've ascended them. It kind of gives you an idea of like, can I win this fight, right? Because you do want to rank up, get rewards based off of ranking up, and you get those weekly. Right, you get tier, so that's free gems. You get free currency for the shop. So you want to make sure that you're winning your matches. Is that, you know, fighting somebody who's way lower than you? No, because you won't get anything for that. You want to fight somebody who's on your level or above, but you just want to make sure you have the teams. You can refresh, right, to see if you can get more favorable teams for you. But the whole point of it is, you know, winning and pushing up. Of course, some people might want to challenge, but, you know, that's something completely different. So, for you to also get some of the currency, you want to set up a defense. So you want to set up a defense with, honestly, a captain that gives you something beneficial. I use Longman because you guys know why. And then you just want to have your unit set up for a team that you have to think they're AIs, right, when they're fighting on the defense. So you have to think of a team that can outspeed and do everything on bot. So what I like to do is when I go into PvP, I like to do it with the bot. That way I know nothing's gonna change. Because like, if you're doing it manually, you know, that's for like some of the more complicated fights. But if you can auto PvP, then your defense is solid. Like, that's basically the best tip I can give you. Is just while you're trying to build your PvP team, just do the auto and see how well you do, because the same thing will happen for you pretty much on defense, right? As long as everything is good with your stats. So just make sure to keep that up, and it does rate your defense score. So I had it at like 5.0 yesterday, but it dropped a little bit because I think I changed the gear of somebody or placement, something. But yeah, I try to keep it pretty decent. And then the shop for a free-to-play player, this is probably going to be one of the reasons why you do want to get into PvP, because you get, you know, quite a bit. You get a 6-star piece, right? You're getting decent rolls, like they're superior, right? So it's helpful for whichever character you're needing to put this immunity on. You get legendary abilimons, legendary starrymons. You get, I think, 2 gold records. I think you get 2 abilimons, 2 starrymons. You get some crystals, gold, and then experimons. So these are honestly the thing that you need to get, though, out of anything is the starrymons and the abilimons. This is what you need to spend your PvP currency on. Now, if you just have extra because you're just a mad lad and you've been farming the mess out of PvP, then you can, you know, go down the list. I wouldn't really go for the gear because this you can farm for, but definitely go for the abilimon. That is the most important for your 5-star characters to get their abilities up, right? Because they don't have a bunch of those. And then just go down the list, because we can farm out for, you know, 5-star starrymons. But abilimon is going to be the thing that you want to get every week. Get that every week. That is going to help you level up that 5-star character. So that is, again, one of the reasons why you do want to do PvP, because if you think about it, if you're getting it every week, right? If you get up to a decent rank, like a lot of you guys are around here, you still can get, you know, a couple hundred, and then you're getting 10 every reward. So if you do like 10 PvP a day, like that's 100. And then so if you get 100 points every day, there's 7 days in the week. That's 700 plus the 300 or so, and then that's your 1,000 right there. Just try to do 10 PvP matches a day. To refresh, it only costs 60 and it gives you 5. That's not bad. So if you want to do extra, right, it's 120 to do 10 PvP matches, which isn't bad. And then especially if you promote, that just gives you a little bit more. And then if you're on a streak, you get 3 extra, which is really helpful, because when you multiply that by the amount of battles that you're doing, that's just extra currency that you're getting. So just make sure that you get that, right? I said currency. Actually, it's extra rank is what I meant to say that you're getting. You still get, regardless of who you're fighting, you still get the currency, but you want to get extra rank. That way you can rank up. So you might be asking yourself, Lucky, why are you using these units? How is your team so good? How did you progress? Well, I'll tell you. This game is very similar to another game I like to play called Epic 7 when it comes to PvP. If you have speed, you will more than likely win. You will beat 80 to 85% of the players in the game if you have speed. Especially if you have speed that has a cleave and then has a stun or can push back the enemy team. Because if the enemy team cannot act, they cannot win. I mean, that's just, you know, what it is. So if you outspeed everybody, that's how you do it. So, Long Mian has a speed imprint. I mean, what is Captain ability? Sorry, in Epic 7 it's speed imprint. He has a speed imprint of speed, and that's what makes him so strong. On his ult, he has speed down and freeze. So not only can he freeze them and stop them from acting, he will slow them down even further while already outspeeding them, right? And then on his second ability, he will also reduce their AP if they're inflicted with speed down. So he does a 30% reduce of AP, and if they have the speed down, an extra 30%. So you are slowing them down drastically to where they won't be able to attack. And I have my Long Mian sitting at 200 speed. He could go a little bit higher, but I wanted to put more accuracy on him because I know people are starting to build more resist because they're getting annoyed with this unit and other units who do things like this. So I took away like 2 or 3 speed away from him to give him the 67% accuracy. But just think about, you know, 20% extra speed on top of somebody who has 200 speed. You know, you're looking at a lot of speed. So, and that's given to everybody. So you want to make sure that your characters are fast because you want them to basically act before everybody else. The second unit that I have is Li Ling, Neja. We all know why this unit is on my PvP team. He is strong. His ult is just honestly a little overtuned. The fact that he attacks all enemies 3 times, doing true damage based off of his attack, and then his last strike steals 10% of the target's AP as well. So he will, you know, push himself forward to be able to do his second ability, where he's honestly just taking out a unit out of the match, right? If you do this, you could kill someone else's Neja. I use it all the time to kill the other person's Neja because I usually freeze or slow down their Neja, and I do my ult, and then I do my 2, and then like it's out of there. So yeah, the S2 is kind of strong as well. Leveled it up. I was able to get the ability mons by just doing all of my courses. So it's I can get it a couple times if the fight drags on, right? But yeah, this ability is a little bonkers. His captain ability is really good too, but it's not speed. But for like PvE, you know, it's really useful. I have Loki, Tricky. The reason why I use this unit is because of his ult, honestly, and his passive. His ult can dispel 1 buff from the target, 65% chance, which is really good. Inflicts miss rate up, which gives him a chance to just miss. And then the first strike extends all target debuffs by 1 turn. So what does this mean? Well, if I'm doing speed down and freeze on their team, then Loki is giving that another, you know, turn. 2 turns of freeze, 2 turns of speed down. The team is not going to move, honestly. Or if I don't freeze everybody and I get like, you know, 2 or 3 people, they won't be able to fight. Like, honestly, they'll be out of the fight. So that is why I use Loki. If by chance, you debuff my Loki, I can transfer the debuff to you, 50% chance to stun. And then if you have somebody who likes to purify, then I'm going to petrify you, take 30% of your max health, take away your buffs, right? And then you won't act as well. So he has somebody who likes to, dispel debuffs, and that's fine. I have a, counter to that. And I have Loki, sitting at 41% accuracy. I wish I can get this higher. He's at 67 speed. I want to get it higher, but I wanted to focus on Long Mian. And I also wanted to make sure that Long Mian went before Loki. That way I could extend the buff. Now, it would be nice, right, to use Loki to dispel if they have, like, immunity or shields and stuff. But that doesn't... Not too many people have that right now, a full team of immunity. So I'm sticking to this until the meta kind of changes. But we'll see as, like, the weeks progress. I might change this up. But for now, this is working for me. Thor. Oh, jeez. Thor, the reason why we have him, he's, one, OP and strong. Very defensive. We're sitting at almost 3,000 defense. We have 18,000 HP. I want to get a little bit more HP on him. But, almost 3,000 defense is good. He's very slow. But what it is that, when he ults, he can give himself immunity and defense up, which is really good. He gets extra damage based off his defense. And most characters don't have a lot of health. So even though he, doesn't have the highest crit rate and the highest attack, that defense is going to make up in his abilities to where he can still hit somebody, very hard, hitting for like 4 or 5k, which is still a decent amount against a lot of squishy characters, right? And then with his passive, this is the good one. I know it's a whole paragraph in a story, but basically he goes into conductor mode where at the start of his next turn after he has conductor mode, he hits everybody for an AoE equal to 90% of his defense, and then he gets Thunder Blessing, which increases his defense by 20% upon receiving damage, so he gets tankier. And then on his basic attack, he can inflict defense down, and it's like basically just build him tanky. I would love to have this attack set as lifesteal, but I haven't got any good lifesteal pieces. And they have decent defense on them, so I'm keeping it this way. But yeah, no, Thor is Donner is an absolute monster when it comes to PvP. He's really tanky. Most people's PvP units just don't have enough damage to kill him in a couple turns. It's usually a long fight, so that is why. And last but not least, definitely not least, is Hades. If you guys have ever fought Hades, then you know why I have him. The fact that he can solo your whole team if you were not prepared is why I have him. When you have a counter set and lifesteal set on him and he can just... Honestly, I feel like his counter rate is more than any other character in the game. I feel like he just counters everything in the game for some reason. He, is insane. This character is insane. I have him sitting at 2,600 attack, having with extra HP. I don't have a lot of speed on him, I know, because I'm trying to get better. Like, I'm trying to focus on other stats, right? I have crit rate on him, that way he crits. I need more crit damage. I have the accuracy. I have resist. I don't even know why I have resist, but it's there. But the reason why he's really strong is his passive. He's immune to buffs. He takes 10% reduced damage. He gains these stacks. They give him extra attack per stack. You can get up to 50 stacks. And you get up to like 250% extra attack with him, which is crazy. Then you get up to 25% damage reduction with him on the stacks. So you're looking at a monster of a character. And then if somebody dies, you get automatically 10 stacks. And then when he dies, he revives based off the stacks. You can revive up to 50% health. So this is where so I've seen some people have a level 60 hide and have level 1s get, full stacks pretty much, and then just solo a team because his ult heals him a bunch. There's 5 people. And he can steal a buff from you, and he converts 30% of the damage into healing. He will full heal himself while doing a decent amount of damage, and then his basic attack will steal your buff, reduce your maximum HP by 80% of the damage dealt in the attack. So if he does a large amount of damage, then he's going to reduce your max HP, take away your buffs, and then he's countering with this attack, so he's consistently reducing your max HP. He's hitting you hard. It's a lot going on. It's just crazy, and he's really, really good. Really, 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 really good. He is amazing. Like, really, he is. He is a little overtuned. He is, if you've played Epic 7, he is basically ML Kin. He is ML Kin if you played Epic 7. Like, that is what he is. The old martial arts Kin. Like, that is what he is. So if you have Hyde, build him, use him, he will help you out. And I know I spent a lot of time on him, but it's crazy how good he is. But that's pretty much all I have for Point War. Again, farm it if you are a free-to-play. I say farm it like it's PvE, but farm PvP. Fight anybody that you can. Get the currency. Get your rewards from it. Make sure you do it every week before the reset. That way you can just take advantage and get as much mats as you can. Especially, again, if you're not spending any money, you're already behind some people. But this game is friendly to free-to-plays if you do everything optimal. And so I'll be trying to, get more information on doing the most optimal things. Just check with different creators and everybody. Like, we're trying to make and put out this content for you guys. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment down below what you guys think about Point War. If you guys want to talk about different strats and different units, just hit me up on Discord. Hit me in the comment section. You can join the live streams. We're actually going to be doing a PvP tier list later today. I'd love to hear from what you guys say. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys want more of this content, and click the bell. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lux out. More efficient with these drops. Like, once you get above 7, that's when you can start dropping 6-star gear. And if you can't quite get there, that's fine.